as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's a handoff to Irving. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Frazier. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He finds his man complete. That's right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush?
And pressure coming, and they got him again. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing to start the drive, Frazier. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Frazier. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down, and they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start, offense.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Looking to throw. Clifton. In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Sentinels offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Frazier. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Looking to throw. Frazier. Nnamdi Madubuike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game It reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A run with Irving. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Frazier. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Austin. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
He finds his man, complete. It's right. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clifton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the tight end in motion. He finds his man, complete. It's right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. Handoff running left, Irving. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. He finds his man, complete. It's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. In motion goes the tight end. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Operating from the gun, Clifton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In motion left goes a tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Clifton. That is caught by Likely. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Clifton. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Clifton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route and complete. That's right. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to throw. Clifton. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Clifton. His pass caught at the 4. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:54 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Frazier. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Here comes 2nd down. Now Frazier. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Try to take this home. They'll run. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Seibert's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And he fires one incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Frazier to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its